Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the official first day of Dare to Be Great 2021. This is going to be the opening session, and this is going to be with our Diamond sponsor, and we thank you so very much, not only to yourselves, but to all of our sponsors for helping make this possible. And our Diamond sponsor speaker this morning is going to be Melvin Bland, and he is the VP of customer service with Rapid Deploy, and you're going to be doing a session called Who Took My Flip Phone? And when this got sent over, I was already intrigued because I also come from that era where, I kind of miss those flip phones. Those things were cool. So welcome.
Good morning, and thank you very much. And thank you for giving me an opportunity to speak to this incredible audience. As I learn more and more about Dare to Be Great, the conference, within the Trench Medias, I just simply want to say, Ricardo, thank you for all you do. And it is absolutely a pleasure and an honor to explore who took my flip phone or how I learned to embrace technology. The impact of technology on our lives grows by the day, from our homes to our cars, to our families, to healthcare, to entertainment, to food, clothing, to travel, how we sign in to Crowdcast when everything breaks. We're a click away from having almost everything we want at the tip of our fingers. Just think about that. The technology that we use today in your cell phone has more computing power than the first Apollo spaceship that landed on the moon. I'm sure you've heard that before, but wrap your mind around being in that ride. Technology is a part of our life. It's a part of our culture. I watch 6 and 7-year-old children use phones. They use laptops. They use tablets with the ease that would make a computer science major jealous. Now, I know I've seen people do this, and I might have done it. How many of us have walked up to a screen in a building and swiped it left or right, and we were surprised that it didn't move? Think about that's how much technology is ingrained in our life. I just refinanced my home. I didn't even ever see the lender. I did everything through electronic signatures. I think they took my money. I think I gave them some money, and they might have given me some money, but I never saw anybody. That's technology, and that's the world that we live in today. Did you know the rural population is pegged at 7.8 billion, of which 4.78 billion are mobile phone owners? 73% of these 4.78 billion mobile phone owners are smartphone owners. That's a lot of smartphones out in the world. I didn't say flip phones, I said smartphones. And did you know how well or how much we use these smartphones? Research says that there are 80 plus apps installed on the average smartphone. However, we use only approximately 9 apps a day. Think about it. Of the 80 that might be on your phone right now, on average, we use 9 a day. And it looks like we use only 30 a month. So 62% of the apps on our smartphones we don't use every month, and we call them smartphones. But wait, there's hope. In the middle of our tech revolution, 1.38 billion flip phones were sold in 2020. Some people are doing things differently with their phones. Think about it. Let's dig a little deeper. Two of the wealthiest men in the United States still use flip phones. Warren Buffett still uses a flip phone. And he's one of the top 5 stockholders in Apple. Jerry Jones is worth about 3.5 billion. I'm not officially a Cowboys fan, so I'll just say it out loud. But he also uses a flip phone. So again, why do people still use flip phones? And what is the mentality around flip phones and how we use it in our technology today? Dig a little deeper. Here's what the research says. It reduces the number of distractions that I deal with when I have a flip phone. The only thing that happens is I get a phone call. I don't get a text. I don't get a reminder. I don't get anything. I get a phone call. Another thing that flip phone users tell us is that they have used this for so long, I don't need any help. How many times have you said that about the technology you use in person and at work? And then finally, the attitude about flip phones says, I don't need all that other stuff that flip phones do. I wonder, do they have something there? Since we on the average use only 9 apps a 9 apps a day. As we know, more technology is coming to the 911 communications center. I don't have to tell you we're dealing with disaster recovery and bookmarks and map layers and signals and URLs and text 911, health data and videos and calls from home and taking calls from home, and it's in the cloud and clear cache. I'm exhausted. All that technology, what is it doing to us? And how can we harness it? Let's talk about optimizing technology at work. The number one way we optimize our technology at work is to know your team's mission. And does that technology serve your team's mission? Do you know what success looks like? Does the technology help you achieve your mission? Does the technology make your job easier or harder? Be as good at your work technology as you are with your smartphone. Can you get extra training and believe you can do it? So, what about that flip phone attitude? Don't bring that flip phone attitude into here. Well, what's wrong with how we do it today? Remember back when we used to use paper? This stuff doesn't work. I wish we could go back to the old way. Your attitude is like a price tag. It shows how valuable you are. So in this world of smartphone technology and flip phone attitudes, how do we survive? After fighting this for a long time, here's what I learned. We need the best of both. We need our technology to be as simple as the things we loved from our flip phone. Simple, reliable under pressure. When I got a phone call, I knew I was getting a phone call, and I could answer it with great confidence. It has to be repeatable, and it has to be easy to use. So what we found out is that we need our flip phone attitude, and we need to apply it to the technology that we have in our workplace today. And if that technology is not making our jobs more simple, it's allowing us to help the public faster, quicker, with more efficiency, then our technology is not serving us. So I started this thing about talking to you about somebody took my flip phone, and I'll let you know what actually happened. I used to be a notorious flip phone carrier. I took great pride in whipping out my flip phone while everybody's face was buried in their smartphones. And one day, I got a text in front of my children on my flip phone. And they watched me struggle for 5 minutes to answer a simple text. 2 days later, my family executed a flip phone intervention. They stole my flip phone, took it to the store, and replaced it with a smartphone. Think about that. A family flip phone intervention. But what I learned was I learned to use that technology to be faster, more effective, and more productive. And now I have over 80 apps on my smartphone. And I did a quick survey, and I use about 5 a day. So I'm actually below the average. But I also learned to take that attitude into the workplace. So everything I do at work, as we serve the public, I want to be simpler, more reliable under pressure. I want it to be repeatable. Do we have a process for it? Because my flip phone had all those things. And now I ask our technology to have the same. Thank you. That's my simple talk for the day. I know that some of you out there still have flip phones in your pockets, in your purses, on your hips, in a drawer, waiting to pull out. I feel for you. I feel with you, but I'm a smartphone guy now. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you, Melvin, so much for that opening session. It just listening to you, and I of course I had my microphone on mute so that nobody could hear me laughing, but I was laughing because a lot of things that you were saying was so true. And there's not any questions in here. However, I do want to go over some of the comments really quick that are in here, because when you had mentioned as well the part about swiping on a screen or something. I have done that. I've done that. And I'm standing there thinking, what am I doing? Or, sometimes it feels like, we're typing so much on the phone and it has the predictive text that when we're writing something, it takes a minute for us to think. Like, at least for myself, like, it'll take me a second to really think about what I'm about to write. Like, yeah, I don't have the predictive part there. I mean, I should. I mean, it's in my brain, right? But it takes me a couple seconds. But it was funny. Also, a lot of people, just different podcasts that I've listened to, people talking about, switching to flip phones. And I remember a comedian saying, because they were asking him, so how do you check your Twitter and all this other stuff? And he goes, well, I find like an internet cafe. I don't remember where he's at, but it was an internet cafe, and he'll go and log into a computer and check it from there, or wait till he gets home to do it. But it was saying that for him, it really helped him focus on a lot more things, because he's usually looking at his phone.
Great. I understand. and the final challenge I'll give out to the audience today: can you not touch your flip phone for 30 minutes?
Oh, snaps. It seems like it would be easy, right? But there's so much that we're connected to that people are always looking. I mean, just my watch sometimes, when it's going off, or when I realize that I'm not breathing for some reason, or at least my watch thinks I'm not breathing. I'm like, wait, what? Am I really not breathing? What's going on? But
you got it.
Yeah, so that was an excellent story, especially there at the end as well, as you're talking about this flip phone intervention with your family. Like, I could picture it. I could see your children watching you text with your flip phone, because I mean, you got to hit the button several times to get to a certain letter, right? And then you space and then go through all of the letters. I remember that was I got pretty good at it too.
Yes. I texted my child C7329 3 times, and they had no idea what I was talking about.
Oh, this was good though. Thank you so much, because it does, that getting past that as well, and doing things that are more a lot faster, more efficient, especially to our work and everything. It was a good way to put all of that together. So thank you so very much for that. And I want to look in the comments here really quick. There's someone in the comments here that says, we have a dispatcher here with a flip phone. He loves it and says he will never upgrade. Yes.
Text him right away.
Right. Yeah. That's good. Well, thank you so very much. And also, for those who are watching right now, if you didn't catch it, talking about Crowdcast a little bit, we were having some issues in the beginning, which is why I have Melvin brought in through Microsoft Teams. I'm sharing the screen, so he can't see any of you or the comments or anything. But if you do get a chance, Melvin, please go back in there and just check out those comments, because there's some good comments in there, and some little stories and everything to what you were talking about. So again, thank you so very much, and a big thanks to Rapid Deploy for being a Diamond sponsor. Thank you so much for this opening session and message.
Thank you, and continue to dare to be great.
All right, excellent. Now, for those who are here right now, the next session is going to be at 8:45 a.m. And here, this is where you get to choose what session you want to go to. And if you go up to the upper left corner here in the schedule, it'll be right now it shows session 9 of 47. So session 9 of 47, and then let me X out of this other window here really quick. So it says session 9 out of 47. You're going to click on the schedule. There's a drop down. So you get to choose which sessions that you want to go to. We've got the Diamond tier who's coming up next again here at 8:45. We've got Adam Tim, who is the head of change management with Rapid Deploy, who's going to be doing a session. It's called Making the Most of Fast-Paced Change. And then along with that, Diamond sponsor Rapid SOS. Their session is the new era of connected vehicle emergency response. That'll be with Jameson Peavyhouse, the director of public safety with Rapid SOS, as well as Michael Hirsch, product manager with Sirius XM. And then Diamond sponsor in digital will be coming up as well at the same time slot, and that'll be with Caleb Branch. He's the VP of Market Management within Digital, and he will have guest speakers Leah Misseldine, Executive Director with Alabama 911 Board, Jim Lake, who's 911 Director out of Charleston County, South Carolina, and Christopher Garrison, who is a Public Safety Solutions Engineer out of InDigital. Make sure to check those out. We're going to have an amazing day today. A bunch of awesome speakers all throughout this morning are sponsor speakers, and they have some excellent sessions. If you have not checked out the schedule, you can check it out here right up at the top, or you can head over to withinthetrenches.net/agenda, and you can see everything there. You can see the company profiles, all of it. So it's going to be good. Thank you for joining us today and for the rest of this week for Dare to Be Great 3. And then coming up after the sessions this morning in the afternoon, we have our first keynote speaker, and it's going to be Congresswoman Norma Torres. So we'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.